Hi guys, I'm Joe Burnage with Big West Marketing, and we empower small business to succeed online, and we do that by simplifying all this internet marketing stuff. If you're watching this video, it's because you want to know how to do websites for power washers. I'm going to show you the right way. I'm going to show you stuff that hardly anybody else is doing. This will give you a huge advantage. Let's get started right now. Alright, so if you take advantage of the stuff I'm about to tell you and you actually execute and do this stuff, you will be able to beat out the big companies, the franchise companies, and there's no techie stuff. You do not need to be a computer wizard. You don't need to be a marketing person or a website person to understand and implement this stuff, okay? But real quick, if you have questions or if you get stuck as you're going through this, I put a link below the video to a free 30-minute consultation. This is not a sales call. It's a true consultation. We can go over your website. We can go over your marketing, make sure you have everything on track. We're going to give you free advice. If we feel like we're a good fit for you, yes, we will give you a pitch at the end. But like I said, it's not all about sales. It's about giving you free information and getting you on the right track. Take advantage of this stuff, guys. The link is below. It will speed you to success, I promise. Okay, now, let me grab my PowerPoint presentation here. Okay, so the way I look at the internet is like a battlefield, okay? It is competitive out there, and someone is gunning for you. Someone is there trying to take you out. The competition is tough. You know what I'm talking about. But I look at your website as like your tank. If you've got a solid website, man, people aren't going to be able to take you out. You're going to be taking them out, okay? And what's really on the line here when we're talking about websites, okay? I mean, failure is right around the corner for all business owners. Anything can take you out at any time. You know this as a business owner. All business owners feel this, that they could fail at any time. I'm a business owner. I feel it too. So we want to do our best to come out and be strong. What are you going to bring to the battlefield? That's the big question. You're going to bring this? You bring a little toy, a weak little toy tank, or are you going to bring this? Okay? You want something strong and powerful that's going to take you to that level, that's going to take you way above the competition. And the good news is 95% of business websites get it wrong. Your website is probably getting it wrong, and it's not your fault. Why? Because web designers come in two varieties, okay? They're either artists that create pretty pictures and nice colors and, you know, the perfect font, whatever, the perfect type. And then you got, on the other hand, you got like the techie guy, the computer nerd programmer type guy. And there's a lot of stuff in between. And sometimes they have both of this stuff going on. But there's still something missing. What's missing? Why is your website not bringing in the business that you deserve, that it really should be bringing in? What's missing? Okay, what's missing is proven marketing principles, okay? That's your key to success. These guys up here are not marketers. They're either programmers or the web designers or a combination of the two, but they're not marketers, okay? So like I said, you need proven marketing, tried and true, tested principles, okay? And here's proof. Tony is a client of ours. We created a website for Tony years ago, and he gave us this testimonial, and he's basically saying, I went from $25K a year to $250K a year, and then down here he says, I give credit to you for making a significant impact on the success of my business by creating a website that actually works. The keywords there are actually works. You want a website that actually works, not just a pretty website. Yes, you can have it pretty. That's fine. But if you need those marketing principles to make sure it works, make sure it gets jobs, gets phone calls, makes a profit, creates a better life for you and your family, okay? So we're going to equip your tank with a website with the most powerful marketing principles. That's what we're going to do. Now, who am I to say all this stuff? I own Big West Marketing, Inc. We've been around since 2009. At the time of making this video, I have 5 employees, and we're growing. We're up here in beautiful Missoula, Montana, just a small shop. We specialize in doing web design that works for this industry. We work with a lot of power washing companies, and then we work on getting Google traffic to that website. So we got people coming to the website, and once they hit the website, they're actually picking up the phone, and they're calling you. That's what we do. We have 940 clients, more than 940 clients in 4 different countries, and I think that having that many clients, okay, in a specific industry gives us a huge advantage, because now we get feedback on what works and what does not work, okay? So pay attention to this stuff, guys. This is not just my opinion. This is tried and true stuff. Now, I also want to say that this video is part of a complete solution that I have for power washers. I have other videos on how to do SEO, how to do Google AdWords, how to get Google reviews, but you notice the website, that's what this video is all about, is right there in the middle, okay? That's what we're talking about today. The 5 simple things, okay? We're going to go mobile first. Talking about a smartphone here. Talking about creating a clarity headline. That's what I call it. We're going to talk about a call to action. We're going to talk about crafting the About Us page. We're going to talk about instant trust symbols. Okay, so let's go through these one by one. Get your pen and paper and write this stuff down, guys. It's super simple, easy stuff, but I want you to remember it. I want you to execute on it, okay? So 80 to 90% of people, bottom line, are going to see you on their phone. You're probably watching this video on your phone, but people are still designing websites for the desktop computer, okay? Big, bold websites, but only 10% of the people, 20% of the people are seeing that. So, and then the web designer's like, oh, well, it's mobile friendly, so you're ready to go. Notice I crossed out mobile friendly. We want mobile first. We don't want a website that's just friendly. We want a website that gets phone calls, damn it, okay? So, here's an example of what I'm talking about. Here's my website. Practice what we preach. BigWestMarketing.com. If you go to BigWestMarketing.com, my website, you're going to see a big tap to call button. Boom. You're going to see a tap to text button, which I'm going to get into in a second here. We're going to talk about we got a button that says get a free consultation now. And then along the bottom, we got a bar here with 3 things. We got a call button, a text button, and then a link over to my YouTube channel because I do a lot of stuff through YouTube, obviously. We got 6 things on the website before anybody even scrolls down or goes to another page. 6 ways for people to take action and get a hold of my company. You know how huge this is? You know how powerful this is? And especially this one right here. Tap to text button. We've done this this has been huge for our business and our clients' websites, okay? We got a tap to text button. When somebody hits that button, it opens up their text program, populates your phone number in there, and then somebody can send you a text. Super simple, super easy. A lot of people don't want to commit to a phone call, okay, yet. They want to just get a conversation started. You turn that text into a phone call, you turn it into a job, and you turn it into money for your business, period. It's that easy. So make sure your website is button heavy. Everybody's tapping buttons all day long on their phones. Why does your website not have buttons? You need to go right along with that. When I discovered this, it was a game changer for my business and for my clients' businesses, okay? So tap to calls, tap to text, find out more. Whatever it takes, whatever you want them to do, put a button on there for it, okay? I look at like the website buttons as like the artillery for your tank. You got powerful artillery that you're going to come to that battlefield with that nobody else has, and it's simple. Have your web designer put those buttons on there. Hire us to do it. I don't care. Do whatever it takes. Simple thing number 2, your clarity headline. What do you do in one short, powerful statement? Okay? Now, what you need to do is you need to pick one service and make it crystal clear. I know as a power washer, you got lots of different services. Make a list of those, put them on separate pages, whatever it takes, but your big headline, don't be listing all those on there. Pick your one big service and make it crystal clear, okay? Bottom line is, if you confuse, you lose. If the human brain feels overwhelmed or confused with too many options, they're gone. They're on to your competitor, okay? It's that simple. Now, create a simple headline, explains what you do, who you do it for in a short, powerful statement. Here's where you pull out your pen and paper, you pause this video, and you write this down, and you fill in the blanks. We provide exceptional blank to blank. I told you it's simple, guys. That's all you need to do. Write that down, fill in the blanks. Here's an example of what we do on ours. We provide web design and online marketing services to small business. How simple is that? 3 to 5 seconds, you know exactly what we do. We know that if it's right, you will know if it's right for you. Do you have a small business? It's right for you, okay? So once again, the bottom line is, if you confuse, you lose. Do not be one of these guys out there that's confusing everybody. That's what most people do. Don't do that, especially on a phone, man. 3 to 5 seconds. I look at the clarity headline as like the cannon on your tank. You're rolling onto the battlefield, and people are going to know what you do and what you're all about. You got this giant cannon, and you're going to take out the competition using this. Simple thing number 3, call to action, okay? Now they know what you do. Now you got to tell them what to do next, all right? So if you don't do this, it's kind of like expecting your kids to clean their rooms versus telling them they need to, okay? If you have kids, you know what I'm talking about. I have 2 young daughters. When they come over to my house on the weekends, here's the routine. Girls, make sure you clean your rooms. You have to clean your rooms before you play on your iPad. That's the rule. They know the rule. They know what they're supposed to do. I have to tell them every single time, okay? And it's the same with your clients. You got to tell them what to do. According to Small Business Trends, 70% of small business websites lack a call to action. Your website probably lacks a call to action. Go put one on there. There's even a whole book written on this subject called Don't Make Me Think, all right? Here's an example, and here's my favorite one. Look how freaking simple this is. Free estimates, call now, phone number. Can you do that? Can you put that on your website? Stop putting just little phone numbers around there, guys. Tell them what to do. Tell them on your phone, make it sure it says tap to call, tap to text. Okay? Notice on my buttons, I don't just have a phone number on there. Notice I don't just have a pretty picture of a phone. Notice I say tap to call. Okay? This stuff is so powerful. These late night infomercials out there, you know what I'm talking about. People spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to put these commercials on there. You think they're going to chance not getting phone calls? These people have it figured out. Yes, they kind of seem obnoxious, but they're all saying call now, act now, do this, do that. They're telling people what to do throughout the whole 45-minute commercial. You can take advantage of that idea and do the same thing and just say call now. You're not being pushy. You're just telling the human brain what it needs to do next. You're going right along with the way that people like to think. You're actually helping people when you do this. It's that freaking simple. Okay, I look at the call to action is, okay, so we got the cannon, we got the powerful artillery, we got now we got the trigger. Okay, I look at the call to action like the trigger. We load that artillery and then we're saying call now, do this, do that. See what I'm saying? That's how powerful this stuff is. Moving on. Simple thing. Number 4, your powerful About Us page. Now, I used to not think this was a big deal, but here's a fact. This is not my opinion. This is a fact. The second most visited web page, other than the home, is the About Us page, but it's also the most neglected. Okay, so I took one of my websites that gets lots of traffic. It gets 2,000 to 3,000 visits, unique visits per month. So I wanted something that gave me some good data. And so what I did is I put what's called a heat map onto my website, and all the heat map does is tells me where human beings are clicking the most. And the red spots are where they click the most, blue and green are where they click the least. Now, notice on here that I got a huge red spot on the About Us page. This blew my mind. Most people are clicking on the About Us page. That's the first thing they click on when they hit my website. And that was revolutionary to me. So what I did is I went over to my About Us page and I souped up my About Us page, and it makes our business that much stronger. If you want to check out mine, go to bigwestmarketing.com, click on About Us, check it out. And what you want to do specifically is create an About Us page that tells people your story and connects with people. Don't regurgitate what you do. Like, don't regurgitate your homepage. Make your About Us page all about people, about you, your team, your family, whatever it takes. Use personal pictures, use video, talk about why you started your business. We all have a story about why we started. Okay? Talk about what you love about your business. There's a reason you got into this business. There's something you love about it. There's some kind of satisfaction you get by power washing a driveway, whatever it is. Talk about it. People love that stuff. My dad, on his website, puts a picture of him and when he went over to the Philippines and he helped all these kids get clothes and school supplies, got them into schools. These are kids that were in poverty, got them off the streets, got them into school. He's super proud of this. He put this picture along with his story. It has nothing to do with his business, but people look at this and they're like, I want to work with this dude. So they look at 3 different businesses and they're like trying to figure out who they want to work with, 3 different websites. They look at this and be like, I want to work with a guy like that. This is a cool story. You don't have to go that extreme, but talk about your story, talk about yourself, talk about your team. I've got on my website, I got profiles and stories for all of my different team members, all of my employees. I even have my dog on there with a story. You know, I'm making this personal connection with people. It's huge. The About Us page is like traction on your tank. That's going to get your tank moving down the battlefield. Most big businesses will refuse to do this, and they're losing thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars by not doing this. This is how you separate yourself from the big boys right here, guys. Okay? Simple thing number 5, instant trust symbols. You may be doing this a little bit, but I'm going to show you how to do it better. So here are suggested trust symbols that I recommend. 3 of your best testimonials on the homepage. Yes, you may have 200 other ones. Put those on a separate page. Okay? We want the 3 best ones on the homepage. If they're video, that's even better. Okay? We want logos for your associations, organizations, logos for your product, industry brands that you use, that you're proud of, put it on there. Guarantee badges, social media graphics. People may not know what any of this stuff means. They don't know your organizations. They don't know your industry brands. That's not the point. Once again, this is a psychological marketing principle that is proven to get more work. If they're looking at several websites and you're the only one that has all these badges, these graphics, these symbols, like this kind of stuff, then you're going to win, okay? If you do these 5 simple things, guys, then you are going to dominate the competition because hardly anybody else is doing this stuff. Super powerful stuff. Let's recap real quick so that you take action, execute, and make a difference for your business, okay? Like I said, we're going to go mobile first, not just mobile friendly, and we're going to have big, buttons, okay? We're going to create a clarity headline so people know what you do and who you do it for. We're going to create a distinct call to action so they know exactly what to do. We're going to tell them to call, not just expect them to figure that out on their own. We're going to create a powerful About Us page that connects people as human beings. We're going to use instant trust symbols because your competition is not doing it, and we're going to blow this stuff away. Like I said, this is a complete solution. This is part of a 5-video series that I made for power washers. I put links down below this video so you can go watch them all. Now, if you're a client of Big West Marketing, all of this is taken care of for you. We like to make this as simple as possible for our clients so you can focus on what you do best. Now, if you are not a client of Big West Marketing, right now we are offering a free consultation up to 30 minutes. That's normally a $97 value, so take advantage of this right now. Just call or click on the link to schedule a day and time that works best for you. So, if you're tired of being confused and overwhelmed, then contact us today. Someone from our office will show you step by step what you need to do to be successful online. If you are ready for a real solution, contact us today.